Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash. I'd like to say double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and the elders, the great millstone, that rule well and teach well. And Shalom and salutations to the elect that's out there preaching His word in truth and sincerity. So I'm the brother Shaquat from the branch of Great Millstone, Montreal, back with another impromptu in transit lesson. And this lesson, I'm going to be getting into favoritism, going into that word favoritism and showing a couple examples in the scriptures where favoritism was showed, and there's nothing wrong with favoritism. Matter of fact, that's where I'm going to begin. The definition of the word favoritism in the Google, it says the practice of giving unfair preference. Matter of fact, let me look up that word. I don't even know what it means or how to pronounce it. Let's see. Bear with me real quick. Preferential, right? Special. Okay, it says the practice of giving unfair preferential treatment to one person or group at the expense of another, right? And then that word preferential, it means of or involving preference, right? Or partiality, insinuating a favor or privilege, right? So you're privileged, right, above others. So the word going back to the word favoritism, some of the similar words is partiality, partnership, unfair preference, preferential treatment, special treatment, preference, favor, one-sidedness, prejudice, bias, unfairness, right? So favoritism basically means you preferring something above another, man, just to put it in simple terms, and that ranges. That could be from you preferring a particular food over another. You favor that one more than the other one, or a particular person, right? And the Lord Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai, they favor things, man. They have favorites, right? Like it says in the book, in the Apocrypha, how it mentions some of the things that the Lord favors, right? A particular land that the Lord favors, a particular people, the Lord's favorite flower, and so on and so forth. And once again, like I mentioned, there's nothing wrong with favoritism. You could prefer something or someone over another, man. And that's how the Lord gets down too. All right. So let's go from there, because the Lord, he favors the nation of Israel above every other nation, and there's evidence that prove that, that the Lord favors one people over another, and one of those evidence is the blessings that were bestowed upon the nation of Israel. In the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, we were made special and better than these other nations because the Lord favored us, and He didn't favor the other nations, and when you favor something, you tend to be more tender and show more care towards it, man. And that's what the Lord did or has done for our nation, man. All right, so dealing with the lesson, right, and the Lord favors, and not only the nation of Israel, but the Lord really favors the elect. the Lord favors the elect of the nation of Israel. He favors the nation as a whole, but it's also another chosen, which is the elect, the 144,000, the government body, man. You know, the Lord favors the elect within the nation. You know, and what proves that is that the elect, you know, no matter what sin or no matter what they do, you know, there's nothing that can be done to defile them. You know, because the Lord promised that, you know, the elect will be basically hedged no matter what, man. You know, that's why Yahushua also mentioned how that he said, I pray that thou shouldest not take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. You know, so the elect is being kept from the evils, man. You know, and not only that, but they also receive the sure mercies of David. You know, and the sure mercies of David are what? Are the fact that no matter what sin or transgression that you've committed, you're gonna be forgiven for it ultimately, man, because the Lord favors you. You know, and that's not to say that, okay, you know, if that's gonna happen to the elect, I'm gonna act like that because no matter what I do, it's gonna be forgiven. No, that's not what the mindset of the elect's gonna be. You know, the Lord spoke about having a contrite and broken spirit. You know, so even though, if you're a part of the elect, even though you go off, you feel bad, man. You know, you don't feel right. You know, and you wanna, you know, it hurts you. You know, it hurts you, man, to do wrong. You know, and that's a part of having that contrite spirit, man, that broken spirit that the Lord favors, man. You know, like King David. That, you know, hence the sure mercies of David, right? King David was ultimately, you know, he wasn't destroyed. And, you know, he wasn't destroyed for, you know, the sins he committed. Because he could have been easily put to death for adultery, or committing adultery. You know, and murder. But what? The Lord, you know, knew King David's heart, man. That it was pure. You know? And the Lord overlooked those things. And that's going to be the case with the elect as well, man. The Lord is going to overlook particular things that you might come short of, man. You know? So let's go from there to the book of Psalms 32 and verse 1. It says, blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord Yahweh imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. Right, so you're blessed, man. You're Barak, you know, if the Lord does not impute iniquity onto you, man. If he overlooks, you know, your shortcomings, for lack of better words, man. You know, and that was the case with King David as well as the elect. You know, there's particular shortcomings that, you know, they have, and the Lord is gonna overlook that, you know, because of their sincerity, you know, their sincerity of heart. You know, hey man, so yeah, that's pretty much the lesson, man. I hope it was edifying what I was trying to express in the spirit, and I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.